There is a reason you are seeing this video now. It is not simply curiosity. It is more than just an interest in chakras and energy. It's because something deep within you, something silent, has already begun to change. And your soul is attempting to figure out what it means. You might not have the words for it yet. You may be unable to articulate why you have been feeling different recently. Maybe your body is functioning abnormally, as if it is waking up after a lengthy slumber. Perhaps your emotions are rising in waves, and you're not sure where they're coming from. Maybe you've been feeling something. The room is alive with energy, the air is tense, and you have a pulse in your chest. That stems not from fear, but from something deeper. That is not your imagination. That is the spin. You've probably heard the term chakra bandied about in spiritual circles. 7 energy centers manage different aspects of your body and spirit. However, no one tells you how it feels when they begin to move. Nobody tells you that chakra activation is faint at first, then powerful, and that the indicators aren't necessarily magical or supernatural. Sometimes it is physical, emotional, upsetting, beautiful, overpowering, and frequently rejected because you were never taught what to look for. But what if I told you that your chakras had already started to spin? And is that exactly why you've been feeling this way? In this video, we will delve beyond the surface. There will be no nebulous affirmations, abstract notions, or anything except concrete, grounded indications. The sort that most people overlook, indicating that your chakra system is activated and your spiritual energy is finally awakening. These are not the indicators that appear in books. These are the symptoms that appear in your life, including your body, heart, thoughts, and behaviors. So, take a big breath. Let go of what you believe you know about chakras, because once you comprehend these 5 secret indicators, you'll recognize your awakening is already underway. You've probably done it before. A peculiar pressure deep inside your body that does not feel like pain, does not appear to be a disease, and lacks a clear medical explanation. One day, it's in your lower abdomen. Another day, it might be in your chest or even around your forehead, in between your eyes. It does not feel incorrect. It simply feels different. And this is the reality. That is not random. It's a subtle indication that one or more of your chakras are starting to spin. Most individuals disregard the indications. They presume it's due to intestinal problems, muscular strain, or poor sleep. But they don't comprehend this. Each of your 7 chakras connects to a distinct physical zone in your body. When the energy in that chakra begins to activate, your nerve system detects it first, not your conscious thoughts or rational thinking, but your body. The pressure you feel is caused by internal resistance breaking apart, not by external forces. Imagine a wheel that has been stuck for years. When it starts rotating again, the gears push. They creak. They plow through whatever was blocking them from moving. That is what is occurring within you. Your root chakra may press on your lower spine. Your solar plexus may feel like a coiled spring unfurling in your tummy. Your heart may suddenly feel tight and then light, as if it is about to open. And most importantly, you will no longer be able to ignore it. You'll unintentionally rub the same location, adjusting your posture, stretching, pressing, moving. That is your body, attempting to aid the energy. It's a subliminal impulse, trying to make space for something big. This pressure is not negative. It is not harmful. It's the start of spin. This suggests your latent energy centers are awakening. So, the next time it happens, don't ignore it. Sit with it. Breathe into it. Because by doing so, you are aligning yourself with the natural rhythm of your energy awakening. If you've been experiencing unexpected feelings of despair, irritation, joy, or even numbness, your personality isn't changing. Your chakra system is releasing what has been buried for many years. Here's something most people will never comprehend. Your chakras don't merely store energy. They store emotional memories. Your throat chakra holds words you never say. Your heart chakra contains every heartbreak, including those you battled and moved past. Your so-called chakra contains both your creativity and your guilt, shame, and hidden urges. And when these energy centers begin to whirl, they shake loose the trapped emotions within them. This is not a spiritual notion. It's a truly felt experience. You may find yourself sobbing while meditation, even if you don't understand why. You may have nostalgia for events you haven't thought about in years, as well as passionate emotions to individuals and situations that appear moderate on the surface. These are not mood swings. They are energy releases. When a chakra rotates, it stirs the emotions it has been storing, bringing them to the surface for recognition and healing. And this emotional rush is not coincidental. It occurs precisely in accordance with your body's ability to handle it. You are not being overwhelmed. You are being cleaned. When a feeling feels old, you know it is tied to the chakra, not related to your current situation, but deeper. It's like an echo from your history or perhaps your ancestors. It may arise from dreams, music, certain colors, or sensations. The chakras are spinning, awakening your emotional body. And while it may be intense, it is also beautiful because it indicates that you are no longer repressing or fragmenting your feelings. You'll finally feel like your whole self, and that is a clear indicator. Your energy system is awakened to the truth. Have you ever sat in solitude and suddenly felt your body vibrate or hear a low hum, buzz, or faint ringing? Not in your ears, but in your very soul. That is not simply sensitivity. That's an indication that your chakra system is starting to tune into frequencies beyond human perception. We inhabit a vibrating universe. Everything around you, including light, sound, and thinking, is energy vibrating at varying rates. When your chakras begin to rotate, particularly your third eye and crown, they absorb more of this energy input. You begin to perceive things that others cannot. You are not only seeing and hearing with your five senses, you're engaging your sensitive senses. This is why you may feel a rush of energy go down your spine when you walk into particular areas or hear a tone that no one else does, especially if you meditate before falling asleep. You could even hear the sound of silence in situations when the stillness is not empty, but rather full with silent action. Your chakras operate as receivers as they rotate. They increase your consciousness, and what you're picking up isn't imagination. It is vibrational feedback from the energy environment surrounding you. Every person, location, and intention has a frequency, and your energetic system is now ready to hear it. It can be shocking. At beginning, you may question your sanity. You may believe you're imagining things, but you're not. You are changing, and the more you pay attention, the clearer it gets. Your body is no longer passive. It's an instrument of consciousness, and your chakras or other dials are tuning you into something deeply real. Most people believe that the body is only a vehicle for the spirit. However, as your chakras start to spin, you understand your body is a sensor, a direct and immediate reflection of energy flow, imbalance, or alignment. You will begin to experience more than simply hunger and exhaustion. When a location is sad, a person is afraid, or a choice seems strange, even if it makes logical sense, your skin will tingle, your tummy will tighten, and your hands will get warm for no apparent reason. You are not responding to external stimuli. You are absorbing energy information and converting it into bodily sensations. This marks a significant turning point in your spiritual awareness, since you can no longer lie to yourself. You can't pretend you're fine when you aren't. You cannot force yourself to remain in environments that make you physically uncomfortable. Your body becomes non-negotiable in its truth-telling. Each chakra is responsible for a specific region of your body. The throat regulates your voice and neck. The solar plexus governs your digestive power. The heart affects your lungs and circulation. So, when those chakras rotate, the appropriate bodily systems respond. If anything is obstructed, it causes stiffness, heat, cold, or even spontaneous pains that go immediately after becoming conscious. You will even begin to observe bodily reactions to people's energy. Someone could enter the room and your back stiffens. Another individual may sit alongside you, and you will instantly feel relaxed. Your chakra system is picking up on the auric frequency and reflecting it back to you. The more you follow the indications, the clearer your alignment becomes. Your body is no longer mysterious. It is your energy compass. Something unusual starts to happen as your spiritual enlightenment progresses. You will realize that your ideas are no longer in straight lines. Instead of asking and waiting for a response, you simply know. Instead of thinking step by step, you begin thinking in waves. This is not at random. It is the consequence of your chakras rotating, particularly in the upper centers. Your neck, third eye, and crown. These are the hubs for communication, perception, and divine understanding. When they activate, your awareness begins to work in a nonlinear manner. You could unexpectedly download a complete notion in a single moment, one that takes a few pages to write but just seconds to receive. Or you'll have a thorough knowledge of someone's grief without their saying anything. You start to experience information instead of processing it in this manner. Thinking influences how you see time. The past, present, and future begin to feel less distinct. You may recall events that did not appear to be significant at the time, but now make sense. You may experience visions or insights that feel like foreshadowing of what's to come. Your ideas no longer exist inside the constraints of words. They follow patterns and fields. This is how spiritually enlightened humans operate, via resonance rather than response. When something is in alignment, you can sense it. You can tell when you're being directed, and your decisions become less about right and wrong and more about vibrational match. It is not pandemonium. It is not confusion. Consciousness is evolving. And once you start thinking in waves, you'll discover that your creativity grows, your communication skills improve, your sense of time relaxes, and your entire life begins to flow with greater ease, purpose, and perfect timing. So, you now understand that the true symptoms of chakra activation are not necessarily what you've been told. It's not always dazzling lights, out-of-body experiences, or unexpected superhuman talents. In reality, it's quieter, deeper, and more intimate. It is the inner pressure that persists, yet does not cause pain. It's an unexpected but purifying emotional release. It's the soundless vibration that you know is genuine. It's your body speaking code, transforming frequencies into emotions. And your ideas arrive in waves rather than words. These are the underlying layers of your awakening. These are the unseen signs that your energy is changing, that the sluggish wheels within you are finally starting to move, and that your soul is not only conscious but active. And once that whirl starts, you can't go back asleep, because from this moment on, you will perceive the world differently. You will make decisions based on feelings rather than fear. You'll find yourself speaking your truth more frequently, even if your voice shakes. You will pause more frequently, feel more profoundly, and connect more purposefully. This is not a momentary move. This marks the beginning of your embodied awakening in chakras. The electromagnetic gateways inside you are leading the way. So, as you progress through this movie, don't only search for spiritual signals in the skies or symbolism in literature. Start observing the symptoms in your own body, emotions, and energy. Because the greater reality is that you were never unconnected. You were simply dormant, and now your spirit is turning the wheels of remembering. You are awakening to the ancient technology that resides inside you. You are evolving into the awakened form of yourself that you were always intended to be. And it all starts with observing what others miss.